What's up, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Dead Can Dance as we continue through the 1984 self-titled album. Thank you again to Amber, as well as to Vera, who's provided Dead Can Dance material as well. And the next track is Frontier, which is the border between civilization and the wilderness, the border between the known and the unknown. I can tell you, as someone who spent especially my grad school days as a historian studying what they call borderlands scholarship, as well as its more recent derivative, entangled histories, borders separate things, but they're also points of convergence. They are places of meeting between the known and the unknown, between the familiar and the exotic, and again, between civilization and the wilderness, sometimes as seen specifically through a culturally subjective lens. So yeah, I do wonder what type of frontier we're talking about here. I would not be surprised if it functions on multiple levels. A frontier between people in terms of understanding, a frontier culturally, maybe literally a frontier. Maybe it could be visual in its lyrical depiction, but speaking to more conceptual understanding. So let's give it a listen and I'll see what I can catch. This is Dead Can Dance. The song is Frontier, and it's from their 1984 self-titled album. Peace. Wow, that is instantly one of my favorites from them. Wow, so much to say. So obviously tribal, frenetic, dynamic percussion on the track, very much fitting a wilderness sort of feel. Obviously we have Lisa Gerrard's ethereal, very not esoteric, but very like tribal style vocals. Now, admittedly, I think she's singing in English, but I actually didn't catch too many of the actual words, maybe in part because I was so struck by the sonics. But yes, a lot of tension, like beyond just the tribal style drums and cycling percussion, there was a lot of tension in the tune, specifically like two types of tension strings. One like more typical when I say that, where it was kind of this running high pitch kind of tension line, but then also these kind of sharper like string stabs, which also had a bit of this tense, uncomfortable feeling to them. And yeah, ultimately, it reminded me like if you crossed the Cocteau Twins with maybe like Susie and the Banshees, perhaps even more specifically like the Creatures, because it felt like something that, you know, Budgie would do in terms of the like dynamic and flourishing percussion, but also these kind of tribal, dramatic, ethereal style vocals, which again, Lisa Gerrard's voice is not Susie Sue's voice, but she can sing in like a similar manner as we heard here. But yes, kind of dark and cycling, like maybe the Garland's album from Cocteau Twins, mixed with percussion and vocals that reminded me of Susie and Budgie. So yeah, all those associations are great in my book, and yet it was Dead Can Dance in its own flavor. So again, I haven't heard too much of them, but it's like this reminded me of some other groups I'm deep diving on, but in a way that is very clearly Dead Can Dance, in particular with Lisa Gerrard's vocals. So yeah, just a really compelling tune. I do wonder what's happening lyrically. As I said, I caught maybe like one or two words here or there, but not even like phrases. So yeah, I don't know what to make of it lyrically / thematically on a first hearing. Obviously, I will listen more and try to digest. Of course, I'm curious what other people might have to say about it, but a really cool one from them. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.